I moved recently. Because of you nice folks, I could buy a nice house, and I'm very thankful for that. And yeah, thank you. I bought a house in a neighborhood, though, that I think is too nice, you know? Like, it kind of reminds me of a store. You ever walk into a store and, like, right away you're like, I should leave, like, when you get there? I feel like whenever they offer you something to drink in a store, that's a sign, you know? Some stores you walk into and they're like, would you like still or sparkling water? And you're like, I left something in the car. I'll be right back. Well, I mean, all my neighbors, they're like investment bankers and partners in legal firms, and then I'm there. Like, do you eat ass, or what do you do, man, you know? And they're like, thanks for buying a house. It's great to have you. Here's what you have kids. Like you're having a great day. And then you're like, oh, fuck. I did do that. I was home for the first day of school this year. I took our youngest. He's in PK, pre-kindergarten. Cute little shit. I did drop off. I don't mind doing drop off. I don't like that he doesn't know when to start a story. He always waits till we pull up to school. I pull up to school. He goes, do you know what happened yesterday? And I'm like, why would you wait the whole drive? No, it's too late. I don't want to hear it now. I fucking kicked him out of the car. I go to pull out, and the teacher comes up to me. She goes, can you come in? And I go, no. I graduated a long time ago. I don't have to do anything. She goes, all the parents are in there. I go, even more reason why I don't want to come in. She goes, we're talking to the kids about COVID. I go, trifecta. I'm not coming in. She goes, we have a bunch of snacks. And I was like, all right, I'll see what you got. I go in there. She lied. Well, it's not parents, it's dads. They lured us with food. It's a bunch of fat dads shoveling food in their faces. We're going to talk to pre-kindergartners, let me remind you, about COVID. These are 3- and 4-year-olds who say shit like, I like yellow. And we're going to be like, there's a virus that has ruined the economy. All right, get out of here. So she's like, who wants to go first? And I was like, hell no. I stood back, and this fucking dildo in boat shoes, he's like, I'll go. He goes, I learned that every day matters. I was like, all right. Good one, dork. And then the next dad, he goes, I learned that you never know what tomorrow might bring. I looked for his kid. I was like, is that your dad? And then I found my kid. I was like, don't play with that kid, you know? She goes, Mr. Segura, do you want to go next? I go, do you want me to go next? Okay, I'll go. Hey, kids. I learned, if you really want to know the truth, I'll tell you the truth. Honestly, I learned that I didn't really wash my hands before. Because I didn't. That's what I've taken from these last few years. Remember, because when it first broke, when they were like, this is AIDS in the air, and you're like, wait, what? What did you say? How do you get it? And they're like, do you ever touch stuff? And you're like, all the time, yeah. Wash your hands. Okay. Do you ever open doors? The CDC asked, do you ever open doors? So many, yes. Wash your hands. You got it. Now I do, I really do. But if I'm being completely honest, back then, I feel like I really only washed my hands when I had literal shit on them. You know, like, you know those wipes where your hand comes up and it's right here on your thumb and you're like, God damn it. I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm not a fucking lunatic. I'm not gonna see that I'm busy. I'm gonna, I'll give it a real scrub. But even then, I'll check my work after. I'll check to see if I did it. Some of you are lying. Well, I hate when people, oh, that's never happened to me. Really? You've never had a sloppy Joe just fall out of you before? Or a cherry bomb, those, and you're like, it's on both cheeks? How's it on both cheeks? Too many Brussels sprouts. That's how. Now, those will get you. What's wild, a current or former United States Senator, I shall not say whom, lives in my neighborhood. Everybody talks about him. I know which house is his. I'd never met him. Now I'm home from tour, and I decide to start my day with a morning walk, a casual walk. I have some coffee. Let's get the day started. I go for a walk. I walk past his house. He comes outside. I don't say anything, right? But he yells out. He goes, "Hey, are you the comedian?" I go, "Yeah." He goes, "Where do you think the term motherfucker comes from?" "Hello, it's nice to meet you." I go, "I don't know." He goes, "You think it's from people doing that?" I'm like, "Fucking their moms?" And he goes, "Yeah." I go, "I don't know." He goes, "How many people do you think do that?" I go, "More than you want it to be." And he's like, "Meow." Then, and I am not making this up, I could not make this up, he says to me, "How about daughter fuckers?" I go, "First of all, that's not an expression that anybody uses." Right? No one's like, "Check out this crazy daughter fucker over here." I go, "If you have kinks, we can talk about them, but not like this. I don't like this at all." And he goes, "Meow." And he just turns around and walks into his house. I'm like, what the fuck was that? So I keep walking, just contemplating every mistake I've ever made that led me to that conversation. And now I'm walking home. So I walk past his house again. He comes back outside. He goes, "Hey, I didn't want it to end like that. That was weird." It was. He goes, "I thought about it. And a motherfucker is not somebody who fucks their own mom." I go, "Oh, do tell." He goes, "A motherfucker is someone who fucks your mom." He goes, "That's the most disrespectful thing anyone can do, so if somebody is particularly rude, you call them a motherfucker." And I go, wow. I am so impressed that you put that together so quickly. I can see why you may or may not be Ted Cruz. And then I walk away. Oops. I've been on a tour, which no one really has been on this scale or scope before. It's pretty wild. I've toured all of North America, and then I have, Australia, New Zealand. I have Latin America coming up. Then I do Europe, then I do Asia, and then I pass away at the very end. But, my agent wants a boat, so let's hook him up. The best part of international touring, if you're a performer, is that you get treated so much better than you should ever be treated. I mean, my theory is they can't believe you took the flight. I'm serious. My last tour ended in Australia. I got off the plane, and the promoters meet you there. They're like, "You're here?" And you're like, "Yeah, we have a contract. I thought we were doing this, And then they offer you the world. It's wild. Like, they go, "We're going to take you to the best restaurant in the country tonight." I go, "Oh, wow, thank you." And they go, "Tomorrow, you'll be on the field for a rugby match." I'm like, "No shit." And they go, the next day, you're going to meet the prime minister. And you're like, this is for stand-up? Are you sure about this? One of them says to me, would you like a private tour through an animal sanctuary? And I was like, yeah, I would. It was amazing. Then the lady in charge of that place goes, would you like to hold a koala? I go, let me ask you something. Who the fuck says no to that? Of course I want to hold a koala. They're adorable. And I did, and it was. And then she walked me out. And she goes, I hope you have great shows in Australia. I said, thank you very much. She goes, can I ask you a favor? I'm like, yeah, anything. She goes, don't make the same koala jokes everybody makes. And I go, you got it. What the fuck would those be? And she goes, you know, because koalas have chlamydia. And I go, wait, what? She goes, most koalas in the wild have chlamydia. But it's a different strain than what humans have. Okay. She goes, everybody makes the same joke. Don't fuck a koala, because you'll get chlamydia. And it's just not true. Okay. And she goes, will you tell people? I will never let her down. And if you guys leave here with anything tonight, I hope it is this. You can go to Australia, and you can fuck all the koalas that you want to, and you will not get chlamydia. Also, speaking from experience, it is not that fun. They wiggle a lot, they smell weird. I recommend a hand job from a kangaroo. They have these little paws, and they let you come in their pouch, and they bring it home to their families. That's a bloomin' onion, mate, isn't it? Yeah, it is. You ever forget